Welcome to XM Live Education. My name is Anna, and I hope you've been having a fantastic day so far with great and amazing trades. Guess what, guys? We're about to show you one of our exclusive live trading sessions in the English Beginner Room and the English Advanced Room. Our instructors from all over the world are here to educate you on how to improve your trading skills and better up your trading game. If you are interested in tuning into more of our sessions, head on over to xm.com and join our live stream rooms every single day. We go live Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. GMT, offering several hours of live trading activity and super valuable discussions on the markets. Don't miss out on the chance to interact with your trading experts for free and get all your questions answered in real time. Thank you so much, guys, and stay tuned.
Welcome to the beginner's room today, everyone. We look into the market together. We're going to be talking about how to find high probability trades and setups. All right. However, we know that today we are expecting some interest rate decision that will likely have some impact on the market. So, how do we trade this? I'll be using the opportunity to show you how to find high probability trades by understanding how to use interest rates in seeing the direction of a market. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about today in the class. However, I will share briefly some of the trades I have ongoing. I have gold trades ongoing. By the way, my name is Olugbemi from Nigeria. For the sake of those who may be tuning in for the first time, if you tune in with me, you may want to introduce yourself. Tell us where you're joining from. All right. Okay, so let's go look at gold. I have a buy trade on gold for quite some times now. I think since the last week, the trade has moved around for some time, but I think the current 4-hour candle seems to be looking bullish. It has come back to where I had entered from. Initially, it was just moving, playing around like this, but it seems it's quite ready to move now. Why did I buy? That may be a question. Simply because I saw the trend as bullish I did from the weekly. You would see that around where we are at the moment, the price is bullish. Okay, the market is bullish. It has gone up like this for sometimes, and we had a lot of correction or retracement for quite a long time. And then we start to see again movement to the upside. All right. So looking at the fact that the bears were rejected somewhere around the 50 moving average on the weekly and seeing how this has started to move made me expect that it is likely going to continue to the upside. And then also understanding there's interest rate decision today. I am not expecting that there's going to be any serious movement with the dollar. And if dollar doesn't get stronger, of course, I will expect a continuation to this upside with good. Okay. Remember to use the chat box if you have any question. Peter, good to have you here. Good morning. How are you doing today? Petunia Skosana, right? Joining from South Africa. Good to have you doing. And are you new to the market or experienced? How long have you been trading? Okay, and what kind of trader are you? You may want to introduce yourself, Petunia. Okay, so let's continue. So in that case, looking at the fact that this was trending to the downside, then we see a pattern that is a reversal pattern. That was a good enough reason for me to expect that this was going to continue up. The other trade I have is GBP yen, and it was a pending order I set yesterday. Okay. So we add this, and this is now looking like an inverted head and shoulders for the gold. Then let's go look at the GBP yen, British pound yen. So for the British pound yen, I have a buy trade on this. This was a pending order for a buy stop yesterday. This is supposed to be the entry. It happened today, but it was around when the market just opened and there was wider top spread. And I think that's when it took me in. It's still not bullish yet. It's quite bearish at this time. I think I entered somewhere. It took me in somewhere around there because the spread was expanded and it took in the trade, even though it hasn't gone there today. Okay, let's see. The last candle was bearish, but it did leave some wick on the bottom, making it look like the bears are getting the rejection below here. If the current one would continue, I'll just leave it. Now, why did I enter this? Because the trend seemed to remain bullish on the weekly time frame. And based on my analysis, I can see that at the moment, British pound remains stronger than yen. So if British pound is going to continue to remain stronger than yen, of course, I will expect a continuation to the upside. And then looking at the daily candle, this Friday's candle was a bullish engulfing candle. You will see that since then, the pair has been correcting. There has been correction Monday and yesterday's candle are more like correction candles, but they are not able to pull the price all the way down. They can't even do beyond 50% of this engulfing bullish candle. And that makes it look like they are corrections. In that case, I will expect continuation to the upside if that would happen. So let's see how that plays out. We have Anifowoshe, George. Good morning, Anifowoshe. Yeah, good to have you. Good morning, Eric. My name is Eric. My question is how to trade with news. Okay. Good morning, Olu. All right, Miriam, good to have you here. How are you doing? All right, so I'm going to be showing you today how to stand interest rates, what it is, and how to trade with them and all that. That's what we're going to be talking about today because that can help you find high probability trades, which is the topic of today. So let's go right into it. Understanding interest rate decision. We have interest rate decision today, and we'll talk about what it means. I think for new people who are not yet proficient in fundamental analysis, this can help. It's like what would help you as a beginner to start understanding what the interest rates are, some of the fundamental indicators, which one of them is interest rate, and this one has big impact on the currencies most of the time. So what is it about? How do we understand it? How it works and all that? Okay. So let's start by talking about interest rates. It is said to make the market go, the forex world to go round. All right. The rate makes it go round. And what that means is that the forex market is ruled by the interest rate, the global interest rate. A currency's interest rate is one of the biggest factor in determining the perceived value of the currency. Now, if I am trading a currency, for me to find whether the trend is the strength of one is better than the other or one is weaker than the other, it is a good thing to be able to perceive the value of this currency. Is it over valued or is it undervalued? The interest rate of the economy where the currency belongs can help me have this understanding whether the currency price or the exchange rate for that currency is overvalued or undervalued. All right. One of the biggest factors or influences in on central banks' interest rates is price stability or inflation. So when we talk about participants in the market, we talk about central bank, and we say that central bank, unlike retail traders like us or commercial banks or other participants in the market, are not there just to make profit. They are not in the market to make profit. It's mainly for to stabilize the price and to create like balance in the economy. So a central bank would pay attention to inflation enough or price stability in determining what the interest rate is going to be. And if you look at the pictorial illustration I have added on the chart, you would see how this goes round. All right. So inflation, the central bank is paying attention to inflation. If inflation is increasing, what happens? The central bank is hiking the interest rates. so that the economy begins to contrast when inflation begins to reduce. With higher interest rates, inflation can come down. When inflation begins to reduce and the economy begins to contract, the central bank goes in again and start cutting rates. All right. Interest rate is hiked here, it is reduced here. And then economy start to expand again. When economy is expanding beyond their plan, what happens? They reduce inflation. So in the case of the Fed right now, in the case of the US, there is a target inflation rate, which is around 2% or 2.5 thereabout, but we are still somewhere around 4% or more. And so that is why some people believe that, or some investors in the market believe that there's likely going to still be some increase in the interest rates. Okay. And today we're expecting 50 basis point increase. Let's go bring that out. Let's see the economic calendar and see what we are expecting for today. Okay, and we have the economic calendar on xm.com. Economic calendar, it gives us what we're expecting in the market, events that we're expecting, and all that. You can come there and have an idea what the expectations in the market, and that can also help you do well in knowing what you want to trade. Okay. So I'm going to be looking at only the ones with high impact. So I'm going to be looking at the ones that have high impact only, and which are the ones we're expecting today with high impact. We have some new home sales for June, Fed interest rate decision. That is 6 p.m. GMT because this is GMT plus one, which is my time, and that is 7 p.m. for me, but that is GMT 6 p.m. That's when we're expecting that. And you would see from 5.25%, we're expecting an increase of 25 basis points for it to go to 5.5%. All right. My first day in trading system, I don't even know where to touch, scared of losing my money. Oh, Fortune is trading for the first time. Okay, that is a good thing. You've come to the right place. This is where you will learn how to trade. So I would advise that you take your time to learn. You join class regularly, so that you can learn more about what to do. However, we also have some videos on XM website. You can go under the research and education, and you're going to see educational videos. You can start from there as well. At your own time, the videos are pre-recorded, so you can watch the videos to see from the basic, some of the things you need to understand to help you. Since it is understandable that you're scared of losing your money. So take your time, join classes like this, understand what you're doing in the market, go to watch the videos to know the basics. Okay. Um, Peter says, do you advise trading on high volatility days like today? If yes or no, let's hear your reason. Thanks. Okay, so it all depends on your kind of trader and your level of experience. If you are very new to the market, you don't know how to analyze the news, you don't know what this is going to do to the currency. So this is expectation. Last interest rate was on 5.25. It is expected that there's going to be 25 basis point increase. Now, if that happens, what could happen to the currency, to the USD? What could happen to it? If you do not know, you don't have an idea, you don't understand how it's played. Of course, you can decide, okay, I'm going to leave 1 hour before, 1 hour after to see how the market reacts to the interest rate decision. And then you come. After that period of the interest rates, you can come here and say, okay, I can see that this goes up sharply. It is coming down now. With this sharp increase, could it mean that this wants to go up? Okay, well, let's wait and see. If I see a good continuation candle here, maybe something that would close above this last high, then I'm going to enter. That could be what you would be looking out for. So it is not compulsory that you're in the market while it is quite volatile, it is going up, down, and you're also struggling to just enter in any direction. It is not compulsory. It's quite important that you know exactly what you're doing. Okay, so you want to be able to tell what has the market the news, how has it affected the market? Where did the market begin to move toward? Is it giving us a down move or an up move? Okay, how do I want to? Then you can start trading it.